People underestimate the power of the mind, as it is the mind that creates the world outside of you. If you think it, you can achieve it. You can think yourself into poverty and lack, and you can also think yourself into abundance and wealth. You have to become the master of your own thinking. This is key to your freedom and joy. You have to rewire your brain and think more of the things you wish to become rather than the things you currently lack. The thing about us is our mind is the creator of our reality. Our reality is based on our thoughts, vibrations, and feelings. We have to learn to shift our perspective and see ourselves as the cause that influences our own reality. Because again, we are creators. We are a manifestation of the Creator, so we have the same abilities as God to create what it is we want our reality to be. Everything we experience in reality comes from the manifestations of the mind. Our mind is a gateway where you control what you allow in and out of your mind. Your mind has to go beyond what you have experienced so that you are able to go beyond your own imagination to create the world you wish to live in. We have to learn to not limit ourselves to what we have been involved in or seen in this world and truly believe that we are capable of knowing there is another version of ourselves available. And it is this version of ourselves that has infinite possibilities and resources to create a better experience for ourselves. This reality that we currently live in was created by the minds of other individuals on how they depicted a world should be ran. Based on their perceived reality, they will tell us that we have to only go to an institution to receive proper health care, and anyone practicing healing outside of that is frowned upon. Or they will tell you that you have to force your children to sit in a school for 8 hours a day to receive a proper education. And if they don't, then they would lack the necessary knowledge to be successful in this world. They will also tell you that you should work 8 to 10 hours a day, making a limited income just to live and survive, and anything done outside of that will be impossible to survive on. They tell you that Black Americans are criminals, yet it is the white Americans that has committed harsh criminal acts legally against every marginalized group in this world. This world was created based on their way of thinking and beliefs. And we have adopted their way of thinking into our own lives, thinking that it is the way to live and survive in this world. But the secret to it all is the way you think and believe reality works will always be true to you. And although it might be true to you, it might not be true for everyone else. It's different for everyone else based on their own beliefs and thoughts. And we have to respect other people and their beliefs while still holding true to our own. We have to understand that what others see in their reality is what they believe in their minds. If you change the way you looked at your reality, then your reality can begin to change. But this world does a great job at implanting certain thoughts and beliefs and systems into your mind that you take on their truth about reality and make it your own. And if you begin to operate differently outside of the world in which they created, they will try to persecute you for thinking you can live a life outside of what they created for you. And then this causes fear to force us to continue to abide in a reality that others have created that does not align with who we are. But remember, when we focus on fear and live in a fear-based world based off the what if possibilities of the things that was implanted in us, it only keeps us from creating and manifesting the world we desire. And that is the goal of others that created this world, these worldly systems. But we only give them the power when we allow the fears to force us to live in a way that does not align with us. Remember, the power of your mind. If you focus too much attention on the fear, then you will create that exact fear in your reality. For example, I had a friend who carried a gun with him everywhere he went. He said that if he does not have this gun on him, he will get robbed or shot at because this is his only means of protection. Well, the one time he failed to have his gun on him, he really got robbed and shot at. He survived, but it's like he manifested this fear into his reality. But what if you facing your fears shifted the reality everyone once thought was true, all because you went against the thoughts and beliefs others in this world has implanted in you? When you live a life that honors and respects you outside of false, indoctrinated truths this world shoves down your throat, you will begin to create a reality of freedom and peace for yourself. This do take a lot of courage, but remember, it all started in the mind. By not accepting other people's thoughts and beliefs as your truth and continuing to operate out of your own creates a world that aligns with who you are. That is the power of the mind. If you think you are limited or restricted in any kind of way, your reality will present just that. But if you think you are free and have limitless potential, that would be the reality you create for yourself. So take a moment to reflect on your current reality. Is there any place where you feel limited or restricted or forced to live a certain way that does not reflect who you truly are? What is keeping you in this current state of reality? Is it fear or uncertainty? How do you want to see your reality? Remember, when you envision your reality that aligns with you, there cannot be any limits or restrictions. Keep in mind that in your reality that you envision for yourself, that you can be, do, or have whatever you want. So what would that look like? What would you like to experience or have in your life and for future generations to come? What does that look like specifically? What feelings do you get when you start thinking about the reality you want to create for yourself? Does this bring harmony to you? Why? So take some time to reflect on your current reality.